For most of these exercises, you're going to need about a 2-inch square of paper. No, I'm not measuring if it's perfectly square or not. Later on, I will be really picky about craftsmanship, but right now, let's just focus on learning some paper sculpture techniques. The first technique that we're going to practice is scoring. To fold paper neatly, to control the fold, you want to score it first. Scoring means either scratching it or embossing it, denting it in some way. So these are both good scoring tools. Scissors, you open it, you use the sharp pointy thing, and this is a dead pen. I always put tape on my dead pens. I don't want to throw them out because they're really good for scoring and embossing, but I don't want to be picking them up when I'm trying to write something either. So if you're keeping dead pens, mark them. And here's how scoring goes. The first scores we want to make are straight scores. I'd like you to make lines about 1/4 of an inch apart, and I'll show you both ways. I can take the scissors. Don't cut yourself. Hold the ruler steady. You want a metal ruler because if you're using any kind of a blade next to a ruler, if you use a wooden ruler or a plastic ruler, you're going to end up shaving the side of the ruler away, and then it's not good for other things. So, about every 1/4 inch. I don't want to press so hard that I'm cutting the paper. Let's see, can you see the little line there? Hopefully you can see the little line there. And I just want you to go the whole way across your little paper, pressing so that the blade goes maybe halfway through. If on the other hand you're using a dead pen, you're just going to press really hard to leave a little dent in the paper. For that matter, you can use, this is practice, right? You can use a pen that's not dead and just have lines all along there. Not a problem. That one almost made a line. This pen's not as dead as I would like it to be. And then you will find, when you score your paper in advance like this, that it will fold nice and neat. Look at that. Isn't that sharp? Right along those lines. And in order to get this thing glued down, we're just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Look at that. Look at those nice, sharp, clean folds, clean edge lines. And then on another piece of paper, I want you to warehouse all of these techniques. So we're going to grab another just piece of plain paper. If you have a big paper, you can use that, put it all on one. Otherwise, they'll probably fit on 2 normal sheets. Since I'm going to assume that you mostly have normal sheets, I'm going to write my name. You're going to write your name, whatever your name might be. And then you'll have a 3-digit number that goes with this class. So, if your 3rd block, it starts with a 3 and then whatever other 2 digits I gave you. Always put your name and your 3-digit number on everything, especially as we make projects that are kind of small. You're going to want to be able to just identify it with your number so that you're not trying to write your name on something impossibly small. Usually you can get 3 little digits on whatever it is that we make. And then our first technique we just made, hooray for us. We used straight score lines. So write straight, score, and then we folded it back and forth, and that's pleating. So just write straight, score, pleat, and then glue. As I picked up my glue bottle, there was I had to clean out the tip, and so now I've got glue on my hands. If you haven't learned this little trick before, if you have glue on your hands, you just rub your hands back and forth, back and forth. When I taught elementary school, we called this air washing, and all the glue comes off, so that you don't have to wash your hands every time you get a little Elmer's glue on there. Now, Elmer's glue. We want to use liquid glue because liquid glue is stronger than glue sticks. It holds tighter when you're doing, glue sticks are great if you're just putting one piece of paper on another. But anytime there's going to be a little pull or pressure, you're going to need something stronger than a glue stick, hence liquid glue. And when you use liquid glue, you want to use teeny tiny dots just along where you need it to attach. And so for this one, whoa, that was a bigger teeny tiny dot. I'm going to use teeny tiny dots just where it will touch the paper. I don't need to put it all in here because if I get those two sides glued down, I'm golden, right? And that's what I want you to do, is to mark and label your techniques like that.